Hey, what's up guys? My name is Matty Ice, the Call of Duty Magician, and today I've got a 113-7 for you guys, playing some Meltdown Domination. Now, today I didn't want to talk too much about the gameplay. One thing I will note is that the gameplay is on Xbox, not on PS3, 113 kills, pretty decent, but today I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the differences between Xbox and PS3 and kind of get into the whole console wars thing. So, before you leave a comment, kind of hear out my opinions on the two consoles, because I do have both. I've played over a couple days on each console of Black Ops 2, so I do know what I'm talking about, so hear me out. So basically, a lot of people say that PS3 is a lot easier, and I first off have to disagree. It's a bit easier if you find the right lobby. Now, a lot of people think that the only reason that PS3 is easier is because that there are more noobs on PS3. But the thing is, I think PS3 is also easier because the hit detection is a bit better on PS3. Now, one of my subscribers, K-Slice, noted that the game was originally made for Xbox and then transferred over to PS3, so how could the hit detection be better on PS3? Well, you know, I think that the host, there has to be some kind of dedicated servers, or there has to be something, it's not dedicated servers, but there has to be some sort of connection thing with PS3, because whenever I play PS3, I'm almost always on a 4-bar. I don't think I've ever been on a 3-bar, and the only time I ever get host migrations is on the rare occasion when I pull host and then I leave the game early. Other than that, I've maybe ran into 3 or 4 host migrations on the entire time I've played PS3, and that's probably 3 or 4 days, so yeah, but basically it feels like Xbox, it's a lot more laggy. Even though we're paying for the service, the connection just isn't as good on Xbox. Plus you get into a host migration on average, probably at least 1 per game, maybe 1 every other game. But the bottom line is that something is going on with the PS3 hit detection, or the PS3, just the connection in general, because it is a lot better on PS3, and it makes Black Ops 2 a much more enjoyable experience in general on PS3, because you know, it's just a lot better of a connection. So you're probably wondering, how does better connection make PS3 easier on Black Ops 2? Well, noobs on both PS3 and Xbox, they're going to miss their bullets either way. So if you're a very good Black Ops 2 player, when you aim down sight on both consoles, you're going to aim down sight and, you know, be as accurate on both consoles. So if your connection is better on one console, then naturally you're going to benefit more from having a better connection, whereas noobs, if they're just going to miss their bullets anyways, it doesn't really matter what their connection is like. So I think that ultimately having a better connection will benefit the better players, so that's why I think PS3 is also a little bit easier to play for more experienced players. Now, other than just giving my opinion, I also wanted to give a little factual evidence that the PS3 in some way, shape, or form is easier. Now, or so I believe it to be a little easier. Now, you'll notice I pulled up the amount of kills that my dogs and Swarm got, and I also got Lodestar for kicks and giggles. But the thing is, dogs and Swarm, hypothetically on both systems, dogs and Swarm should average the same amount of kills. I mean, naturally, you know, if you call on a Swarm on Xbox, it should average, you know, 10 kills, and on PS3 it should average 10 kills, the same amount. But when I pulled the data and I took the averages, my Swarms on PS3 and my dogs on PS3 did better than my Swarm and dogs on Xbox. Now, there are some lurking variables. Naturally, I was playing Xbox before I played PS3, so I was still getting used to the game, but even still, I'd think that Swarm and dogs should be roughly around the same. Yet when you look at the PS3 stats, I average 1 more kill on average with my Swarm and dogs, and 1 more kill than on Xbox. 1 more kill per average for my Swarm, and then 1 more kill per average for my dog. So that seems a little bit odd. Also, my Lodestar average is a little bit higher on PS3 as well, but I know Lodestar is user controlled, so that's a little bit different. But one other thing that kind of caught my attention was my accuracy on PS3 and my accuracy on Xbox. Now, I've been playing the Xbox 360 for years. I've had it for 2 or 3 years now, and I'm very comfortable with the controller. And this being my 3rd or 4th Call of Duty, I started with MW2. So this is, I don't know what this is, 4th Call of Duty maybe, but basically, I'm used to the controls. I know how to play Call of Duty, so naturally my aim should be really good on Xbox, and it should be a little worse on the PS3. yet again, I pulled up the data, and my aim for most guns on Xbox was around 18 to 19%. One or two guns were 20%. And basically, midway through Black Ops 2, I switched to PS3 because I had a PS3 that I'd never used, and I figured I might as well get some use out of it. So when I switched to PS3, I was still getting used to the controller. My aim was really bad. Yet when I looked at my accuracy on PS3, my accuracy is like 20 to 22% for most guns, and if you look at the PDW, it's like 22. I think my M27 accuracy is like 23 or 24. And I think this is a little bit weird because, the Xbox, I should be used to the controller. I've been playing it for years, and only recently, the past month or two, I've picked up the PS3. Why would my aim be better on the PS3? So, ultimately, I think as much as I'd like to stay unbiased on this issue, I have to agree that PS3 in some way, shape, or form is easier to get gameplays on. It's a combination of being more accurate on PS3, although that could just be me. The kill streaks must do a little more work on PS3, and then also something with connection and finding more noobs. I don't know, there's a lot of different variables. There's not one thing set in stone that makes PS3 easier. That's the one thing I want you guys to take away from this video, but I think it's safe enough to conclude that PS3 in a few ways, shapes, and forms is very slightly easier than Xbox for Black Ops 2. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I wanted to make this a little more factual than most other people who just simply gave their opinions on PS3 versus Xbox. And I've played both consoles, so I think that I do have some pretty valid points here. But guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Do you think PS3 is easier? I don't really want to start a whole console wars. I mean, the bottom line is it's the same game, and ultimately it's not that much different, but let me know what you think about this video in the comment section down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.